Hi students and teachers, faculty, staff at Judson School. How are you? It's an honor to be able to read today for Read Across America Day. Obviously, we are in some strange circumstances here during our pandemic, so I am unable to be at the school in person. However, I wish I was able to come, because each year I look forward to coming to Judson School in the library to read to a specific class a book in honor of Read Across America Day. Today I'm at the state capitol, and as you know, I've recorded this message, but I want to make sure that everyone remembers that my heart is with you all. I will be back next year to read in person, but for right now we're going to make the best of this. I hope all of our students are having a good school year. I know that this is a very challenging time for you, and that some of you may have been home for a while or for most of the year, and including last year. But we are going to turn the corner, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I can promise you that going forward, things are going to get better. So for today, we have a special book that we are going to read virtually, and I'm going to try my best to do it without messing up. It's called Where the Wild Things Are, and it's by Maurice Sendak. It's a great book. It's short, and again, we would usually be doing this in person, but we're going to try to do it today virtually in honor of Read Across America. Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief one kind, and another. You can see Max making his mischief. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. I'm sure many people have been sent to bed at night when their parents were upset with them. That very night in Max's room, a forest actually grew. And grew some more. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. So his room totally transformed. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Max was obviously scared. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. So Max is taking over the forest. And as you can see, his mom was right about him when she sent him to bed. Here's some more pictures of Max in the forest and playing alongside all the animals. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. So Max sent the wild things to bed just like his mom sent the wild things to bed. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No. The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. So Max's dream is coming to an end. He sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day by himself and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And his supper was still warm. So Max's mom delivered him his supper in bed, even though she sent him to his room because he was misbehaving. And I know I was sent to my room a few times as a kid, and I'm sure all of you were too. But this is a book, like many other books that I've read here at Judson School, that symbolizes how important it is to read and to understand literature, and take some time yourselves to read books after school or over the summer. It's such an important part of education and learning. So hopefully this inspires you to pick up a book at the Watertown Library. We have a brand new edition downstairs, or the Oakville Branch Library that's also been renovated. And take that book home, read it, share it with a friend. Many times friends of mine give me a book as a gift, and they'll put their name in it and sign it and say, "Joe, I hope you read this book. It's really nice. It's a great read. It might teach you a life lesson. It might give you a laugh." So try to do that with your friends. Find a book that you like, read it, and then pass it on to the next person. And I bet that they'll thank you for it later. So it's been an honor to be with you today. I wish I could have been there in person. But I know that, as I said before, I'll be back next year and we'll be able to do it again and read in the library and interact with one another. So thank you. Please say hello to all your families. And thank you so much to your teachers and staff and faculty and everyone that works in the school system and in education, because they have been also put through this pandemic in a very difficult way. But they've made our kids stronger, they've made all of you stronger, they've made our town stronger. So thank you. God bless.